What is up? Thank you for coming to my channel, Prison POV. I really need to work on making some better notes. Because about a week ago, I was talking to a homeboy on here, and he said, I sent you a lion shirt. And sure enough, in the mail today, I get a very cool lion shirt. And try as I might, I cannot find the conversation to go in there and say, thank you, bro, touchdown on the lion shirt. And even right now, right here, shout his name out because I can't find the conversation. But dude, way cool lion shirt. I love it. Lions are probably my favorite animal other than dogs. Can't let Lily hear me say lions are my favorite animals. But I like lions. They run in a pride. They run in a group, man. They gangbang. So also, my friend Kimmy from East Coast of Canada, shout out to Canada, sent me a really cool package today with some food. I can't show it to you because I've ate a lot of it up. But I showed the package of food on Instagram. She sent me this shirt right here. East Coast lifestyle, because she's from East Coast of Canada. Another East Coast shirt right here. I love these shirts, man. They're very well made. And even an East Coast hat, fitted cap. Yeah, these are really cool shirts. Very well made. I like it has a little tag right here at the bottom. If I made some shirts, got into fashion and start designing, which that's not too big of a stretch. If I start designing shirts, I'll put a little tag right there at the bottom. I think it looks sick. So shout out to everybody who hooked me up and blessed me. I really appreciate it. I'm into clothes. I'm into fashion. When I was in the pen, I have a very good imagination. I would daydream. I'd be laying on my rack, and I'd just be daydreaming. I'd picture myself out in the streets of Bakersfield running around. And of course, I'd picture myself in clothes. So I'd picture myself running around. And if I had headphones on, then whoa, that's me running around in a car. And that's the music coming out of my car I'm listening to. My eyes are closed. I'm daydreaming. And I'd be like, okay, I have these kind of shoes on, these kind of pants. And I'd be like, wait a minute. Sometimes I might even say, well, that shirt doesn't match with that pants. Out loud even. My celly would be like, huh? Say something? I'm like, oh no. I'd be picking out some clothing though. I like fashion, man. Let me just say this real quick too. I was driving with someone the other day. And there was someone sitting on the side of the road waiting for a bus. Before we really got to that person, I could tell they had brown pants on and a dark blue hoodie. And I go, dude, brown and dark blue matches always looks good together. And as we got closer, they had a red decal on their sweater and red shoes on. I go, oh cool, red decal on the sweater and red shoes. Pant, that's a good outfit. The person I was with was like, what? You trip like that? And I was like, you don't? Hell yeah, dog. I love clothes and fashion. I mean, years and years of just wearing orange or brown or blue, whatever the state gives you. And then when I was a kid being poor, in 7th grade, I had a cool outfit. It was a yellow and checkered shirt, and my shoes were yellow and black Vans. But that yellow and checkered shirt was the only shirt I had that matched cool with the yellow and black Vans. I used to hate it. I'd be wearing some weird colored shirt that matched the yellow and black Vans, man. Anyways, be that as it may. So I have a video called Getting Jumped Over a Bad Call. So stupid and cheesy how it went down. All because a dude in the next building over made up some lies and sent the lies over. In the building I was in, the dudes believed the lie. They were already mad at me for stabbing their homeboy. They couldn't really do nothing about that because that was from the streets and it was personal and they couldn't make an issue out of it. But when the lies came over from next door, they grabbed that with both hands and ran with it, made an issue out of it. I ended up getting jumped. Excuse me. End up getting jumped. They send me over to building H5. Now when I get over there with blood on my shirt and a broken nose and black eye, I can't just walk up to the fellas and be like, what's up? You guys want to play some pinochle? Anyone got some coffee? And I got some explaining to do. All Bakersfield to the back, I start telling them, hey, I'm in this building. I didn't know the full extent of the plot that was against me. I didn't find all of it out till later, that the dude was next door. Some nag-ass dude named Steve sent the lies over. I didn't know where the lies came from. But I told him, dude, I got jumped. Oh, some bullshit happened. This is what happened. This is the building I came from. This is the dudes that did it. They were preoccupied. They weren't even listening to me. They're politicking, worried about some other shit. You ever talk to someone who's preoccupied? It's like they can't pay attention. I rarely get like that. I'm actually a very good listener. The other day I was at my cousin Scrap's house. His car was backed up in his driveway. He doesn't park like that, like it wasn't working right. I'm like, bro, what's up with your car? He's like, something's wrong with the motor, it's not really running right. And I was like, alright, so we start hanging out. Later I was like, dude, what happened to your car? He's like, dude, it's backed up like this because something's wrong with the motor, it's not running right. I'm gonna look at it. I asked him a third time, I couldn't even do my fingers right. And you call yourself a guitar player? Very little control of the fingers, looks like. I asked him a third time. hey bro, what in the hell happened to your car? He goes, dude, I already told you, the motor. And I was like, damn, I was preoccupied thinking about other shit. So were these dudes. In the pen, they were preoccupied. And this was a trip. There's this dude. Right before I'd gotten there, right before I came from just getting jumped, they sent me over there. Right before I got there, this other dude had rolled it up at an A-yard. They're too busy politicking on that. That was a way bigger fish to fry than me. What happened was this dude named Misery was in that building, H5. They sent him over to A5, where he sees this dude named Reckless. Excuse me real quick. Damn it. So Misery goes over to A5 from H5. Sees Reckless. Reckless sees him from a cell. Looks down at him and says, I'm gonna tear you apart. He looks back up at him. He said, no, you're not gonna tear me apart because I'm getting the hell out of here. He rolled it up and went back to H5. Like, what? I'm back. He's like, fuck that. I'd rather fight 3 of you guys and fight Reckless. Which I get it. I would have took the ass with him, but Reckless is a tough-ass dude. Rest in peace. He actually passed away not too long ago. I've known him for a long time. How I first met him... How I first met Reckless was... Damn, I got real bad cotton mouth. Son of a bitch. Pardon me. Nightmare. Alright. I don't care who's gonna hate. I'm taking another drink of water. Fuck it. How I met Reckless was... I had a homegirl. She dealt my neighborhood. She was about 3 or 4 blocks away from me. I knew she had a crazy boyfriend who was in the pen. I'd never been in the pen before. She had this old man named Reckless who's supposed to be off the hook. Never met him, never... I ain't been in the pen, I just knew this crazy-ass dude. So I go to her house one night to talk to her, to go score some dope, and I'm walking up to her door, and her door had, like, glass in the door, like a little piece of wood. You've seen the type. So I walk up, and I can see someone like a shadowy figure, and as I get closer, it's as crazy as him. It's Reckless. Buff as hell. His muscles had muscles. His hood muscle right here, because he had a button-up shirt, but it was unbuttoned. And he was wearing a cowboy hat of all things. And his chest muscle had, like, little fingers in it. His hood did. And I said the most stupidest thing. Open mouth. I mean, I'm saying this afterwards. I thought to myself, open mouth, insert foot. Because what I said to him, because of the cowboy hat, and it was a western shirt, but it was unbuttoned. I go, is there a new sheriff in town? He goes, you calling me a cop? I was like, no. I've had little run-ins with him, though. He's a crazy-ass dude. Like I say, he's off the hook. Mean. Not only can he fight good, not only is he buff, but he's mean. Anyway, this Misery dude went over to A5, saw him, said, fuck that. Came back and said, I ain't gonna go over there and get my ass beat by him. I'm back here. You guys deal with it. You guys handle it. So they're trying to figure out what to do with dude, how to handle it. While they're dealing with that, let's take a break real quick. I'm going to blame it on some of Kimmy's chips that I ate. Out of the package, they're sticking to my teeth. They're good teeth. They're good chips, Kimmy, but they're sticking to my teeth. Shouldn't eat before you make a video. Shoot, where the hell am I even at in the story? Oh, shit. And I can't be staring at you guys while I'm trying to think. Dude, I really fully am lost. Oh, yeah. While they figure out how to deal with him, let me tell you about the name Misery. When I was at Soledad with my celly Trouble, who was a skinhead. Before him and I became cellies, he was on the level 1 yard at Soledad. He had a bunch of skinheads. They had jumped some dude, went to the hole, all kinds of stuff went down. Now Trouble and I are cellies. One of the skinhead buddies of his name was Misery. But whenever Trouble would say it, he would say Misery. He'd like, yeah, me and my buddy Misery. Say it all, Misery. It kind of bugged me. I mean, we were stuck in the cell for 8 months together. Everything bugs you at that point. But hearing him talk about his buddy and just Misery. Finally one day I go, dude, what's his name, man? He goes, who, Misery? I go, yeah. He goes, Misery. I go, is it Misery? He goes, yeah, it's Misery. I go, dude, why do you say Misery, bro? Why the flare? Just keep it at me, man. Just, what is it? It's Misery. So after that, he starts saying Misery. I almost said it right now, Misery. Anyways, moot point. Does that even make sense? I think I read it in a book one time. I saw it in a movie. Someone's all moot point. I don't know what the fuck, man, but Misery. So back to Wasco Reception. They're trying to deal with Misery. They decided to just go ahead and let it ride. They're not going to make an issue out of it. They feel like the shame is enough. Because he wanted to fight a couple people because he was a good fighter, I guess. And then that way, He can have some validation. Yeah, I rolled it up, and you guys tried to put some dudes on me, and I beat them up. Here I am, I'm here to stay. They're like, no, they just put him on the shine. He wasn't running nothing, because before he got to H5, when he came from Kern County Jail to farm, he had the keys to the farm. So I'm saying he was like a key holder. He was like an influencer. He had a lot, his opinion counted. So they took all that away from him. They didn't show him no love. And he didn't have no key holding, had nothing like that. Put him on the shine. He straight took the walk of shame. Now, trip on this. Why did it say that? So, I'm tripping on my notes. I make these notes and sometimes I can't even read them. Like, what's the point? Splinter, I make these notes and can't even read them. Alright, so, I get out from that situation. I get out from Oscar reception. I go to the streets. I'm at some chick's house. She's like, hey, some dude named Misery's gonna come over. I'm like, alright, cool, I don't care. Anyways, dude comes over and it's him. That dude Misery, but I didn't call him Misery. When I was in Oscar reception with him, we called him by his first name. We didn't go by Misery at that time. We went by his name. He sees me, he turns 2 shades of green, and all of a sudden he has to leave real quick. Nothing like a guilty conscience. He saw me, he didn't know. He knew that I knew he rolled it up. He don't know who's with me. He don't know who I might call to come over. Have a guilty conscience. If he does something fucked up like that, if you have clean hands, you're walking like that, like, oh, trip. Probably always looking over your shoulder. Then after that, I'm watching the news, and I notice he gets caught with a couple bodies in his trunk. Straight bodies. How do you go from being scared to even fight a one-on-one fight in prison? Especially in prison, the cops are right there. You're in a yard. Cops are just there waiting to spray you, just waiting. They'd love to break up a fight, hit you with their club. That's not a problem. And you're going to break it down, not even fight someone, a one-on-one fight in one of the blocks in a yard? It's going to get broken up hella quick. Unless you guys are cellies, that'd be a whole other issue. It's like, yeah, come on here, motherfucker. That'd be some crazy shit. Like one time, whenever Tommy, he wanted to go up against the homie Axel. Axel was in a cell. He called it his Freddy Five Fingers. 5 razor blades. He broke them apart. He had a damn sheath for it and everything. Tommy, I think I mentioned this in one of my other videos, but I'll try to hit it from another angle. Basically, come up on a bunch of money because a guy came in there with Alzheimer's, didn't know where he was at, like some drunk driving type shit. Tommy took him under the wing. He would come out of his cell every morning and saw a man like, he'd like, where am I? What the fuck? And he'd like, panic. Somehow had his number, his kid's number, whatever, and Tommy was in communication with his family. Don't worry, I'll take care of your family. And this and that. So his family put a couple $100 in Tommy's books. Tommy arranged for the old man to get out. They have sheriff parole. You can get out on ankle monitor. Especially if you have money, an old man like that, you can get out. You can push that paper and get out somehow. Never been to jail. It's a real mild crime. No, actually, no, DUI is not mild. DUI is fucked up. Get drunk and drive, kill somebody. Don't do that shit. Anyways, put this money on Tommy's books. He's like, yeah, score. Came up, I'm keeping it. Axel's like, what? You had trouble, a different skinhead trouble. Not the trouble skinhead from Soledad, a different dude. Who was fighting, like, he ended up getting 28 years for shooting and shot someone in the neck. What's crazy about this? 8 years for the attempted murder, for the shooting in the neck, 20-year gun enhancement. See, back in the day, you could shoot someone in the neck, if they live, for attempted murder, 8 years. Until they came up with all these gun laws in California. So, alright, we'll give you 8 for the attempted murder, but now 20-year gun enhancement. So, Trouble's looking at 28 years. Axel ended up getting 10 for just a sack of dope, because if it strikes, you don't want strikes, man, you'd be in deep trouble. And I always dodged strikes. 3 different times California was in a position to give me strikes, and I fought it. I took it to readiness. I went through the steps, went through the systems. I fucked that, ended up in no strikes. They hate me for it. They wanted to put those strikes on you because they could really jack you. A lot of dudes never doing time. Tommy was doing this little punk-ass little county time. He wouldn't even go to the pen. And we all kind of helped that old man kind of show him around. One just Tommy, but Tommy was in touch with the family. So he's like, score! And he got a couple $100. I was like, no, fuck that. You're going to break that up between all the woods. You're going to make a big wood lunch, buy a bunch of top ramen, beef jerky, all that stuff, put in. Then you're going to make a big pie with all the peanut butter and all the fudge brownies and stuff. We're going to have a big dinner, a big dessert. When you eat together, then you can buy everybody paper and envelopes, and you can hand it out. And you're not going to get any more than anybody else. Tommy's like, shh, had an attitude. Axel, don't play, dude. Don't be like, shh. Like, roll your eyes, like, whatever. But dude like Axel, nah. He's like, what? I'll show you whatever. And went up in the cell, broke out Freddy Five Fingers, and he was in the cell. Get up here, motherfucker. So how we are, how convicts can't... I'm going too fast, I know. How we are, how convicts are in the pen and county jail, pot stirrers. That was up there in the cell saying, get your ass up here, Tommy. We're going to say, Tommy, get your ass up there, boy. Go get it. We're not going to let him just stay down there and just chill. Nah, dude. Get up there. He's calling for you. So he went there and he would go on the cell and actually had that fucking Freddy Five Fingers. He's like, whoa, there's no way he can go in. There could have been 20 of us down there freaking throwing rocks and tomatoes at him. He still would not have gone that. So he came down, he's like, fuck that. He's got that Freddy Five Fingers out. Here, you guys can have all the 200. I don't give a shit. Don't even know where I was going with this whole story. That's alright, because I think the other story's done. Need to move on and talk about some stuff. Talk about another guy. I'm not going to say this dude's name. Speaking of strikes. When I first started going to the pen, there's a dude my age who was a youngster. He just started going to the pen, but he had a real violent, crazy case. So he got broke up like 5 years and 2 strikes. I mean, 3 strikes, you're done. Even only 2, I mean, even only with 1, you may not be done. They can stack a gang of time against you. Don't want strikes, but imagine having 2. That third one is life. It doesn't even have to be violent. It could be for stealing a pizza. It could be come over, crawl in my window and steal this thing that JJ sent me. This stainless steel straw. And you can get life for that if you have 2 strikes. So I knew this dude. Sure enough, I'd see him over the years. He'd always be in court fighting life. He'd commit some kind of crime. He'd be trying to fight life. One time he took a whole mobile home park hostage in Oildale. They had to block off all the streets. He took it to court for a long time. I saw him in law school reception after that. He ended up not getting life. He actually getting a real low sentence. He was banging the Bible. Which, amen. I mean, you beat a life sentence. You'll see those dudes, they will be banging the Bible. Because I guarantee they're all they need is praying every day when you're fighting life sentence. I don't care who you are. So I see him in reception. He's got the bread thing, daily bread. He's praising the Lord. Amen. He got a light sentence. Then later on, he's doing life now, though. So he ends up doing, hanging out with some chick, some connection. She's like, man, I want you to kill this dude for me. I want this dude dead. Now, don't tell something like that to this dude, that you want someone dead. I mean, you shouldn't be loose lips, definitely sink ships. Don't be saying shit to some people, because they'll take it serious, they'll fucking run with it. She's like, I want this dude dead. He's like, alright, who is he? She's like, yeah, I'll give, whatever for it. He's like, alright. He went, picked him up the next day, took him fishing or whatever, had a shotgun. So the dude was been over trying to shoot or whatever. He walked up and goes, hey, lame. Dude turned around and looked, boom! Shotgun blast to the face. Threw him in a tool chest, locked up the toolbox and everything, and threw him in the river. Now the chick notices the dude's missing. She's starting to trip like, I think I was just joking when I said I want him dead. Like, damn, I'm going around with it. Now she's scared of dude. Like I said, I want dude dead, now he's gone. Like, just joking. And fuck, I don't think you'd really do it. So now she's kind of scared, nervous of dude. Don't even want to come around no more. But they don't know where dude's at. But what happened is his stomach, those gases filled up. They should done. I mean, not should done. I'm going to give advice. When you kill someone, here's what you should do. I'm just saying, if he had stabbed his stomach and let the gases out, it'd be at the bottom of the river. The toolbox would. He didn't, so the stomach swelled up and the thing floated. And they found the body in there, blowing off head from the shotgun. And then the chick even told on him. He's doing life. Man, crazy type shit. He should have stayed with banging the Bible. Anyway, I'm going to stay right there. Also, I'm going to say this real quick, that Kimmy sent me a package of stickers too. They're all like rock bands. They're all really cool. I'm going to pick 5 of these for my guitar case. Because I love all of them, but if I put them all in my guitar case, there won't be room for some other stickers I get down the road. So I'm trying to pick 5, and man, boys are rough picking 5. These are some good stickers. And I got also, anyway, I'm not going to go there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the string and let it fly. Peace!